Hello everybody, we are dealing with some minor issues as I've done some things with my stuff. That has caused it to get very wonky, if that's even a word. Now we are just going to go in and make that bigger. How about that? Oh, ha ha ha. I was about to be like, I'm using this so we can have a view of the rocket. This is very problematic. Being very problematic. I was gonna be like, you know, using this so we can have view of the rocket before the flight, when there is literally nothing to see other than fog. Wouldn't be a Vandenburg launch without it. Oh, that's empty. Goddamn it. I thought it was. So, here we are. With, you know, technically having a view of the rocket, but really we're not. There was legitimately basically nothing here to see. Like, you can kinda see stuff down there, like, I think, but like, it's not really anything you can see, so, boo. Let's get right into it and talk a little bit about today's launch. This is the Sailor 1 launch. We're launching a Falcon 9 Block 5. A little bit about the payload. Sailor 1 is a phased array radar satellite built by Airbus. It is part of a 3-satellite constellation being built for the German government as a follow-up to the Sail Loop radar satellite constellation. So that's the payload. It's basically just a radar satellite. It's a military radar satellite specifically, being launched today, and it's built by Airbus. Let's talk a bit about the booster. The booster is B1071. It is, like you can probably expect, a Block 5. It has flown 2 times before. Both of them were TLS landings. It has never landed on a drone ship. Its first launch was actually earlier this year, on the 2nd of February, launching the NOOL-87 mission. The 2 missions it has flown before this one is NOOL-87 and NOOL-85. Today will be a return to launch site landing. Yeah. Today will be a return to launch site landing. It'll be attempting to land on landing zone 4. Even though, you know, we may not be able to see it. Even though I do plan on doing what we did yesterday and going to the official stream when it goes live, which actually will not be very long before launch. It'll be like 5 minutes before launch, which is going to be great. I tried to start today's stream a little bit closer to launch than I did yesterday's, so I wouldn't have to go through as much pre-launch time. We are at T-minus 24 minutes, even though you guys cannot see that. But that's not my fault. I was gonna use the people I normally use for this stuff, Spaceflight Now, but they actually are not streaming this one, I don't think. Go ahead and look it up, but last time I checked, they were not live streaming for this. Yeah. I don't know why. But yeah. Well, how's everybody's day going today? I'm having a good day. Closer to launch, I'm pretty sure the fog has actually gotten heavier. Because, like, you can't see stuff on the ground anymore, which is amazing. It's absolutely wonderful. We are doing pretty good today. I'm doing good today. Yeah, lots of ups and downs. Yeah, today's being a fun day. I'm gonna enjoy today. I got a bunch of stuff I'm gonna be doing today. Yeah, so today, I have plans. I'm gonna be doing a game thing in a couple of hours, actually. But I plan on doing work on a bunch of stuff. I plan on releasing the next Mio episode tomorrow, finishing it up today, and doing it tomorrow. Nope. That's gonna be a problem. I'm legitimately about, it's just... Let's just not aim to do that anymore. We will be right back. I think this may work. I'm shocked. It's just fog. I'm shocked. Okay, hopefully this will not be an issue anymore. Hopefully. Hopefully. We are 15 minutes away from launch. I'm trying to set something up real quick so we can have a countdown timer. It will require me to add something real quick, so that won't be a problem. Hey, it actually did that right. This thing is way too big. I swear, legitimately every singular time I do this kind of stuff, it always does this, but I have to like meander and whatnot. And I took too long and now past the time I was gonna do. Great. The timer will start, by the way, in like 20 seconds, so. And then with that, we can get back to our normally scheduled programs. Timer start 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Timer will start. Great, now I have to do it at 14 minutes instead. Which is absolutely not fun. This looks very weird. Just fix that. Actually, let's make this even better. Text. Sometime I'll actually have like everything set up and whatnot. I won't have an idea in the middle of the stream like, I should do that. That thing is way too big. But you know, that would require I have planning. How dare you expect me to plan something? Good enough. And I missed that one as well. God damn it. Alright, we are 12 seconds away from timer start. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Timer is started. Yes, I finally got it working. Okay. We have a countdown timer now. And we are 12 minutes, 40 seconds away from launch. Why did that stop? Now it's not stopped. Not all. I swear to God, I legitimately feel like this thing hates me. You know what? Now that works. This thing was being very awkward. But now it is fixed. Now it is fixed. Alright. Hopefully that's all of our technical issues for the day. Right? But we are getting close to launch. Let's check this real quick. Let's check this and see if that's live yet. It is live actually. But it's not playing anything yet. Here soon we will have ourselves a merry little Christmas. I do not know why I just started to sing that. Don't ask me any questions. Don't ask any questions, that's what I've learned in my life. But we are for sure approaching liftoff here at T-minus 50 minutes. T-minus 10 minutes and 50 seconds. Let's not say 50 minutes, because we're not 50 minutes away from launch. But the SpaceX stream is starting up now, so soon we will be able to go over to that. Just waiting for the intro to finish, basically. This one was quite disastrous today, as I had to, there was a bunch of stuff, I just like set it up as I was going. It's called being adaptable, right? Yikes. I don't want to see you talking head, but there's nothing I can do about it, so. There we go. That's all set up now and working well. Problems no longer problems. So what will happen is at liftoff, that whole T-minus clock you see up there will disappear, as I've programmed it to do that. I'm being smart. So you're at T-minus, actually that clock is off, I bet. Yeah, it's off for like a solid minute. My god. Well then here is what we're going to do. Boom. Countdown timer has been paused. The pause will go away once it is actually on time. But that is the plan. We are actually 10 minutes and 10 seconds away from launch right now. My T-minus clock has been put on pause, awaiting the actual countdown to reach that point. Once it actually kind of reaches that point, it will resume. Let's talk about some milestones here though. We are now approaching the point when we are getting close to launch, which is engine chill. Shortly after engine chill, the strong back, that structure attached to the rocket, that whole gray thing on the side right now, will be retracted as to kind of get it away from the rocket so we can get ready for launch. At launch, so it'll pull all the way back. Then, after that, will be startup, when the vehicle begins taking over its own control. Then after that, will be liftoff. And a little bit after that, will be max Q, then MECO, then state separation, then the boost back born, then entry born, and then the landing born. Shortly after the landing born will be SECO. 1? Or just SECO? I think just SECO. Then after SECO will, of course, be payload separation. And after a little video talking about Sailor getting transported to Vandenburg. I literally can't do anything about this. I mean, it's kind of a cool little thing. Talking about, like, the satellite going through Germany. By the way, that's what it is right now in this video. It's in Germany. Then at some point, you'll get loaded onto a ship or an airplane. And will be transported over here. Also gone too far. God damn. My timer did not resume. Or did it? It actually did. Great. was zooming before it was supposed to. Now it actually paused. Boom. At T-minus 6 minutes and 44 seconds, that clock will resume. And now it's being carried by boat. And now it'll be... Actually, I went to Baltimore. I think it was by boat. Yeah, that's a boat. So I went to Baltimore, and then from Baltimore it'll be trucked over to... Well, actually, maybe it's flown. Maybe flown over to Cape Canaveral. Imagine if they dropped that. Yeah, it's being trucked to Florida. Not surprised. Maybe it is being flown. Maybe they just trucked it to an airport. Nope, it's being trucked to Florida. Cape Canaveral. No, not Cape Canaveral. This is not launching out of Florida, this is launching out of Vandenburg. That's why it was going through mountains. It's literally crossing the country. By the way, the clock has resumed, which is exactly what we want. And now there should be no more disappearing of things. It's in Kansas. But by the way, the engine chill process has started. Strong back will be retracting shortly. My clock may be off by like 2 seconds, but it's close enough. Could you imagine like driving down the road and seeing this? Hey look, it's a house. It's a literal house. Quite the oversized load, though. Thing is big. You'd think they just fly it. It may be too big for an airplane. When you think about it, look at like how wide that is. Did you just say flash flood area in the middle of a desert? We're approaching strong back retract. In a couple of minutes, the stream audio will be looped in to my stream. Look at that. They pulled back to the rocket right before strong back retract. Any second now, we should see that begin to pull back like we did yesterday for that stalling launch. It is very foggy, but that's what you would expect from Vandenburg. Is for it to be very foggy. What I've done is now they've sent the signal to the strong back for it to retract. So any second now we should see it pull back. And there it goes. Strong back is retracted. T-minus 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Are you all excited to watch this Falcon 9 fly for the third time and watch an RTLS in the fog? Remember that one? I want to say it was NOL 85 or 87. It was one of those NOL missions. That was an RTLS and it was a completely clear day. that one was cool. T-minus 3 minutes. Ish. About halfway to startup. We're getting closer, 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 closer. All is going well, progressing well at T-minus 2 minutes and 33 seconds. Like, you, like, legitimately, you can barely see the rocket. You can see the bottom of it well, but, like, after, like, the bottom of the SpaceX logo, you can't see it. Like, I know there was, like, a logo or something on the fairing, because I've seen it, but, like, you cannot tell it's there. I also plan on changing my thumbnail style for these soon, because, like, right now it's like a generic photo of a Falcon 9 launch. I plan on soon having it actually be, like, special to the mission and whatnot. Yeah, better. We had T-minus 1 minute and 51 seconds. We will start up, and actually I'm going to go ahead and loop in this stream audio.
Stage 2 loading has been completed. That is all of the baton that is needed for today's mission.
Let's make sure.
Loaded onto Falcon 9, so we are pretty much ready to go for liftoff about 90 seconds from now.
And at T-minus 30 seconds, the stream audio will overtake me. Like, I can still talk, but I won't be as loud. That is also programmed to occur on purpose. And at T-minus 10 seconds, the T-minus clock will disappear, as we enter what is programmed, as far as stuff is concerned, launch mode. Falcon 9 is entering startup, where the computers on Falcon 9 are taking over for the count, and the entire system is getting ready for launch. We are approaching the programmed audio switchover. Will be happening any second now.
Just under 40 seconds away. Let's listen in to terminal count.
Go for audio switch.
T-minus 30 seconds.
Audio switch has happened. Now my voice is probably a lot quieter than it was earlier, as my recording system as programmed has switched off my audio.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
0.
Engine ignition. What are
And
you doing?
liftoff.
Vehicle pitching downrange.
We'll have to deal with that in the future.
Stage 1 propulsion is nominal.
Okay, we'll go out of the fog. Beautiful. Very beautiful. Look at that view from the side. With the good
We are just over T plus 40 seconds into flight, and we saw Falcon 9 pierce the cloud layer, and it is up, heading into space. Right now, the Merlin engines are throttling down for a period known as max Q. This is where the vehicle will experience the highest amount of stresses.
Whoa, what was that about? OBS?
Vehicle is supersonic.
Vehicle is supersonic. Let's go.
Max Q.
I can literally see this.
Right, with max Q behind us, we are throttling the engines back up to full power. We have 5 events coming up in quick succession. First up is going to be MECO, which stands for main engine cutoff. At that point, the 9 engines on.
Alright, so let's talk about what's coming up here soon. This is MECO, where the 9 Merlin 1D engines on the Falcon 9 will cut off. And shortly after that, as in like a matter of seconds after that, will be stage separation, with the two stages, stage 1 and stage 2 separate. Stage 2 will continue going to orbit. Stage 1 will be in space for a little bit before then falling back to Earth. But before that, actually, will be the boost backbone, where Falcon 9 will turn around, basically, and boost itself. Like, fire like its engine again, basically. And fire back to go back to Vandenburg so that it can do a return to launch site landing, which is the scheduled landing for today. And after that, a little of it will be the entry one. Shortly after then, will then be in quick succession. Will be landing and Seco. Miko has a coordinate stage separation. Second stage is ignited. You can actually see it right there, that little spot. And the boost backbone will be happening in a second now, which is when they switch back to this camera. I'm going to assume that's the boost backbone. Why is there no stage 2 telemetry? It may be because it's a military satellite. They're not allowed to show that. Would also explain why it cut off. Yeah, that's probably something to do with it. Oh, boost back shutdown. I think that's boost back shutdown. Yeah, that looks like RCS thrusters popping. Look at the good fins deployed. Good fins are deployed, and now Falcon 9 is kind of turning itself into its entry position. We are halfway to the entry one now. Entry one will be in a couple of minutes, probably. It was cool to watch Falcon 9 like emerge from the fog, like that. It was very cool. View from inside of the inner stage. Falcon 9 now is also beginning to is starting to descend back to Earth. I legitimately almost said return back to Copen. Not cool space program. What'll happen? It's cool. It'll hit a point shortly after its entry, where the speed will start to, it'll like speed up, and then the atmospheric drag will really begin to kick in, and it'll begin to slow down, as atmospheric drag is enough to really begin to slow down the vehicle. Then, though, shortly after that point will be the landing board, where it slows down a lot more. Falcon 9 is about to re-enter the atmosphere. It's about to actually technically enter the atmosphere. As it is now it is no longer in space. It is no longer beyond the common line. Still descending pretty fast. But it is about to do the entry born, so it will begin to slow down quite a bit. Probably about 10 seconds away. 10-20 seconds away, actually, probably like 15-ish. Yeah, 20 seconds. And entry born. Now three of the Merlin 1Ds on the Falcon 9 stage have reignited to basically fight fire with fire. I fight your fire with my fire. entry burn now
So
shut off.
the entry burn has completed,
And stage 1 entry burn shut down.
and in about a minute we'll have the landing burn.
Yeah, but we're about a minute away from the landing burn,
We can land this
where the Sun-synchronous engine will reignite and kind of will slow down the vehicle much more. But we have reached that point where it begins to slow down. It'll slow down much more, deploy the landing legs, and softly touch down onto landing zone 4.
such a cool view of the
Stage 1 is transonic.
going back through the cloud layer.
The landing burn will start any second now. And that's the landing burn.
Stage 1.
We're at Sun-synchronous as we ignited. And
It's a great shot from the ground on the right hand side.
Falcon 9 is approaching landing zone 4. You can actually hear it. It's passing through the fog. And
Landing legs are deployed.
touchdown.
Welcome back, Falcon 9. That is
And
the
Falcon
third
9 is
Nearly a bullseye as well. Perfect.
booster. It also marks our 125th overall successful recovery of an orbital class rocket, including both Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy first stages.
That's cool. Your 25th
With that,
time.
at the request of our customer, we are going to bring our webcast to a close. Thank you to Airbus for entrusting us with today's mission. It's been an exciting 24 hours with this.
As they cut it off, I'm going to do that as well. Until tomorrow, really. This is Joe the Teenage Astronaut.